There was news heard around the world yesterday. If you thought Pete Hegseth was controversial, if you thought Tulsi Gabbard at DNI was controversial, oh no, you've seen nothing yet. The Attorney General pick. Before I go any further, President Trump has earned the right to do whatever he wants with the Department of Justice. Whatever he wants. They tried to lock him in prison for 700 years on fake and phony and political charges. They tormented him and tried to stop a political movement of the people, on unelected bureaucrats of Jack Smith and Merrick Garland. Remember, the same Department of Justice that gave him Bob Mueller. The Department of Justice has been used as a Soviet-style attack vector against the citizen-led populist movement. There was a referendum on this topic. Do you want major governmental reform? Do you want massive changes to the federal bureaucracy? Or do you want business as usual? There was a referendum, an up or down vote. And the people overwhelmingly voted yes, and not just the people of the battleground states, but in the popular vote as well. That is how elections work. And Donald Trump has earned the right to do whatever he wants with the Department of Justice. Whatever he wants. If he wants to troll him, he can troll him. But this is not a troll. This is very, very serious. Donald Trump did not want to just have the same type of person like Bill Barr, like other attorneys general before. No, he wanted something different. He wanted a game changer. And he rolled a metaphorical congressional grenade into the Department of Justice yesterday. A man who himself was thoroughly investigated and tried to have his life ruined by the Department of Justice, Matt Gaetz. Matt Gaetz was guilty until proven innocent. Here's how it worked. Matt Gaetz, a story came out in the New York Times back in the spring of 2021 saying that Matt Gaetz was involved in underage sex trafficking, like the worst thing you could accuse somebody of. And then his father was blackmailed illegally, and the people that were doing that ended up going to prison. And Matt Gaetz was guilty until proven innocent, and he fought and he fought. These were anonymous sources, and there were no charges. And this is what the Department of Justice made Matt Gaetz and his family go through. Look, Matt Gaetz will be the first one to tell you he's lived a full life. Found the love of his life and married Ginger Gaetz. Matt Gaetz is a great friend of mine, a friend of the program. But he is a victim of lawfare, and he knows personally and intimately how vicious and unfounded these accusations can be. They can ruin your life just with a subpoena and a leak to the New York Times. They can ruin your reputation. And by the time you finally realize that the public realizes that it's fake, you are still damaged goods. And let's not forget the atrocity of the Russian collusion scam. After that, the Department of Justice deserves to be completely blown up, top to bottom. And so Donald Trump has earned a right, and he deserves an attorney general that will fulfill that mandate. He deserves an attorney general that will let him fulfill the mandate of the American people. He does not deserve some sort of paper shuffling attorney general. He doesn't deserve some sort of business as usual, a change agent. But my, oh my, all the right people are upset. And you know what? You could not think of a more metaphorical middle finger to this lawfare system than Matt Gaetz. I get it. Cry more. But Matt Gaetz should never have gone through what he went through at the Department of Justice, ever. And Donald Trump is doing what he said he was going to do. If you wanted milquetoast, that's not what you voted for. You wanted massive government reform. They spied on Trump, so now they get Tulsi Gabbard. They tried to lock up Trump, so now they get Matt Gaetz. They kept the border open, so now they get Tom Homan. They tried to ruin the country, and they are getting what they deserve. Matt Gaetz is a change agent. He's not going to keep the 70,000 people with guns and badges at the Department of Justice going after moms and dads at school boards, going after Catholic laymen at Latin Mass. He's not going to have the Department of Justice raid political opponents like Bannon and Peter Navarro. He is going to fix the Department of Justice.